Howdy everybody, this is Omar, your audio amigo, here with a quick little showcase video for y'all, and much like one of the first ever showcase videos I did, this one comes to us from Dekoni Audio. This is the new Dekoni MagDac. It's their take on a magnetic DAC holder featuring a full leather build with suede backing at a price of $40 US. Since phone manufacturers refuse point blank to bring back the headphone jack, does something like this make sense to add to your daily listening experience? Well, we're going to be finding that out today. Quick disclaimer, this was handed to me directly by Dekoni at CanJam for review. I'm not being paid for this review, but since again I could turn around and sell this if I wanted to, I've gone ahead and activated the paid promotion feature here on YouTube. I do these disclaimers because I believe in full transparency when there's potential bias besides my own personal taste at play. Thank you so much to Dekoni for handing me these, and thank you so much to all of you watching for your continued support. As far as the unboxing experience goes, there's not a whole lot going on here. Inside the box, all you'll find is the MagDac itself, as well as a adhesive ring for the magnets to adhere to should your phone not come with some sort of magnetic case or magnetic feature on the back of it. I don't think that's terrible. I like this. This packaging, as soon as you pull that off, is essentially fully recyclable, which is always nice to see. And you don't really need any cables or any accessories to go with this. So yeah, it makes total sense that the unboxing is not super fancy, but again, I kind of like that for a simple product like this. Okay, in terms of sort of build quality and construction, I've handled two other of these like elastic sort of magnetic DAC wallets before. I've had some experience with the Campfire Audio Mag wallet, as well as the cheaper sort of Shanling DAC case that they sell that has a sort of more slimline design than this. In terms of sort of quality of materials, hand feel, and sort of sturdiness, I think that this is much closer to the Campfire Audio DAC wallet than it is to the Shanling. The leather just feels higher quality, the stitching looks to be a bit more consistent than can be on the Shanling, and overall it just feels nicer overall compared to the Shanling model. It's much, like I said, much closer to the Campfire Audio one. You get the Dekoni Audio logo there embossed in the leather there at the top, and then you get this sort of soft, like microfiber suede feel on the back so as not to damage or put any scratches on your mobile device. The elastic slots here were big enough to fit all the dongles I have. I tried it with the Dawn Pro, I tried it with the TP35, my daily driver is the Snowy Night. The largest dongle I have is actually the TRN Black Pearl, and as you can see, that one slides in rather easily, no problems whatsoever, just floop, slides in nicely, no issues at all, and that just goes pop onto the back of your magnet-enabled phone. The hold is very, very strong, even on like a non-MagSafe type phone case like this. Should have no issues worrying about dropping this. My one issue with DAC holders and DAC pockets that are designed in this way is if your dongle has volume control on it, once you put it in all the way and tuck it in safely, it essentially becomes inaccessible, meaning that you'll only have to be relying on your mobile device for full volume control, which is a bit of a bummer, especially if you want to make finer adjustments with these buttons. The DACs tend to have much more granular volume adjustment than something like a mobile device, at least in my experience. There are some dongles out there that don't have volume buttons, and if you have one of those, then this will be essentially perfect for that. But I didn't have any issues with any of the dongles that I tried in terms of fitment or usage. I didn't have any issues with the elastic false positive pushing the buttons, so I didn't get any control issues there. It's not the end of the world, it's just a limiting factor of the design of this type of DAC holder, so keep that in mind if you have a dongle DAC with volume control buttons or other switches that you would need to actuate. As far as comparisons to other models on the market go, again, I already talked about the Shanling and the Campfire Audio equivalents of this type of holder. The Shanling option is about half the price of this, but as I mentioned earlier, this to me feels like a higher quality unit than the Shanling one. I think this one would last a little bit longer. The one that I handled would belong to a friend, and the stitching on the side was starting to come loose, so hopefully that won't happen here. The Campfire Audio one is interesting because they include an interesting cable that has a sort of right angle termination on one side and like a sideways right angle on the other. That lets you have a sort of sleeker connection between your DAC and your phone. However, that is $60, so you're essentially paying what is an extra $20 for a cable and a like gold embossed logo as opposed to a like press embossed logo here on this one. I think the Dekoni overall is a solidly built option at a pretty good price, and while there are some other cheaper options out there, the ones that I have tried personally aren't built as nicely as this one, so I'm going to be giving this my full recommendation, especially if you've got a dongle that doesn't have independent volume control, or it's something like the Aoun Yuki, where you can probably sit it in here so that the volume controls are here at the top edge and really nicely. You can probably still get to them in that case. So yeah, if you've got something like that and you want to carry it around permanently in a easily detachable way, I think this is an absolute winner. But that's going to do it for this one. Just a really quick showcase video for the Dekoni MagDac. I'm pretty sure my wife's going to steal this one from me and use it with her TP35 Pro. She tends to manage volume on the device anyway. I have some potential other content coming up with Dekoni. I have, as you can see, some newish headphones here. I will be doing some more headphone review content now that I have a more competitive measurement rig for headphones. And I have a bunch of headphones that I want to do reviews on, so I'll talk to them and see if they maybe want to send out some pads for some pad rolling content. But outside of that, I have coming up next a review for the upcoming Hiby's Linsol AP80 Pro Max audio player. Mrs. AudioAmigo has actually been daily driving that one for quite a while now, so look forward to her input on that in the next video. But for now, as usual, thank you all so very much for watching. Huge shout out to the Compadres Club members. Remember, $5 a month, and you get to decide what I review with your money, and you help the channel be more independent and less reliant on review samples and review tours, which I really appreciate. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. This has been Omar with AudioAmigoReviews, and I will catch y'all next time.